Allora, magnifico, 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 magnifica, and magnifici, see? Okay. Okay, that's for me, yeah, okay. So basically what I want to say is like, thank you for being with us, and thank you for staying. Everything is going to be in English, so maybe in Italian, partly. But later, we're just going to, if you, yeah, this is going to be basically in English. Now I don't know what to say because it was too much for me. But I want to ask you the question, so what was the process exactly? No, I'm not. I want to ask you actually, because it looks that, so I want to ask, what did you, all of you, but what did you have enough of in the theater to actually create this kind of piece? What was it that made you, I don't know, angry, disappointed, or maybe you just wanted to have fun? Finally?
I don't remember.
Help her.
So this performance we created in 2018, so many years ago. Of course, at the beginning was different. Because
how different?
Because of course, when this kind of performances needs a lot of rehearsal with the audience. So after many performances, you are you can find the right timing. Actually, it's never right, but something comfortable inside of something uncomfortable. So finding a posture of our bodies and every time this posture is different. It depends on the reaction with audience. So the starting point of the work was exactly the graces, the 3 graces. But then, the first material actually was more the images that you have at the end of the piece when the 3 graces naked, because this is the reality. So we started from this point. But then, at the beginning, it was supposed to not to be on stage. It was
you were not supposed to be. Oh, okay.
I was not supposed to be there. Then during the process, we changed the work. Also because sometimes one of the dancers was not there, so we had, for example, the first sharing. We were just me, Matteo, and Andrea. We were in Marseille. Siro was not there because he was involved in another project. And so for that, I said, so we were just us. And then the audience says, but it's amazing to be. So we said, okay, ciao, Siro. And then we decided to try it. But then we said, oh my God, the process is, the 3 graces are 3, we are 4. So we were, let's try that every time we have just 3 dancers on stage, not 4. But then it was really strange. So one of us was always outside, so it was really crazy. So I don't remember the question.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
But anyway, so we have done so many performances, and now every time it's really different. So it's very different. And we try to be very open, and not depending on the reaction of the audience, but just we try to listen and to stay and sometimes, for example, tonight when we have this game about go,
yeah.
It was, for us, it was quite new because we have done so many, I think 150 performances. So more or less, sometimes also people are joking about Italian words because we are Italian. So sometimes they try to say pizza, mozzarella, etc. And so it's quite difficult to go in another direction. And today, wow, big level of improvisation. Beautiful, wow. So it was really amazing. I don't know, but really I don't remember the question. So I say something about it or
it's
not?
okay.
It's fine. Let's just go with the flow.
No, maybe
Yeah, go.
Just another element really, it's like we ask to ourselves what is beauty, because starting from the statue of Canova, that is somehow ideal of beauty, we wanted to play also with stereotypes and what we consider beauty, what what is our idea of being beauty, and play with the range of possibilities that we have.
Because I was just thinking how that the conventional bourgeois dance theater or ballet is just, you know, so like perfectionist. And you're doing everything to not to be perfect. So, like...
We do our best.
And then you just So basically I was just thinking that sometimes you can be so pissed with the world that is actually so demanding with the standards of beauty, the standards of being fit or being, you know, young, and either being a woman or a man, because when it comes to Canova, when it comes to the Graces, they were basically women, to actually nice women to look at in very strange poses, right? So that's what I was asking about. Like, did you have your, like, did you think, okay, I have enough of it. I have enough of the dance theater that doesn't talk to the audience. I want something else. Did you have that? Yeah.
Probably at the beginning, yes. Now, less. I mean, when I started, yes, I was really, because also this performance, before this performance, I've done R.OSA with a performer, it's a very big performer. And yes, it's a beautiful body full of curves. And I was, for me, perfection is something that it's important to talk about, but not about, yes, of course, we have a lot of stereotypes, but I think that that actually, I'm a ballerina. I mean, I come from dance ballet, so when I dance, inside I feel perfect. So I do everything that I do is perfect because I studied. I try to be perfect. I mean, this is my. So then, because my body is maybe there is something soft. So maybe you can see something different, but also this is inside. Bones as perfect, probably. No, I joke. No, but I think perfection now for me it's something very. What is perfection? So of course, in the superficial way, I don't know how to say, in the surface, maybe we can talk about stereotypes and the beauty of women as a male, female bodies, these kind of things. But now I think it's time to go over, so to step over. And so not to talk about perfection and beauty as we are. And I think what is the beauty in this piece is the relation. So we are not us, you are not, but is in the middle. And this space here, probably there is something invisible but beautiful. And sometimes we are just we just talk about our bodies, but I think what is important now, it's exactly dancing, to dance, and to dance is something, to move something invisible. And so also if I move like this, there is your hair are moving a little bit, so, and our smile moves something. The laughter, when you are laughing, there is a vibration. Now the phone is, yes, it's fine. I mean, we are. So I think it's very important to talk about not just about our bodies, but of course about something different. But I don't know if it's clear.
Yeah, pass it on.
Depression now. I know, I told her, it's better just to leave them with the energy of the piece and not to talk too much. Because after, everybody thinks, let's talk about Grace, it's going to be fun. No, It's not funny at all, but, I mean, but yes, I think perfection is something invisible.
Can you pass it on? He wants to talk.
No, I was just gonna say that it's about what moves us, that you were saying it's invisible and it's a vital state, and it's in between all of us. That's why we have been practicing with people for a long time, because it doesn't belong just to us and how we live it on stage. And there is a part of listening that has to be open every time. So it's a practice, it's an exercise. Every time we go on stage is a different exercise, and we have to be available there.
But it takes a lot of bravery, this kind of... I mean, if you have a piece and you can actually rehearse it and then you just recreate it, it's just like, you know, I don't say it's a piece of cake because it's not. But at the same time, doing something, just opening yourself and being in contact with the people, it's a quite brave thing to do.
Well, it's also something that we kind of enjoy doing when we feel good with others. So it's pretty natural if you take care of it. And we had a very beautiful empathy, and we practice also into that, and that is also open to others.
Yeah, and I think also it's part of the techniques as in dance and humor. So sometimes we don't talk a lot about these techniques. Sometimes in contemporary dance, we talk about the choreography instead of a movement, but actually creating a movement and talking about humor means that you have to create empty spaces and
prepared to something that's going to happen?
Yes, it's always about surprising, to get surprised, to be surprised by the other. So it's about, and so it's just a training.
But it's technical.
But it's also
technical. Technical how?
How? You have to study. How do you study? How you have to study, like when you do dance, how you make a plié, okay? So you go to the school and you study plié. In this case, you can study clown, you can study timing, you can study to be, there is a very nice exercise that is just to be on stage, how long you can stay on stage naked. So for example, if I'm there, not naked, tout le monde. Movement, go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's something, it's just an exercise, but it's always to be inside, outside. So you have to create, to practice a lot of movement, in and out, but it is inside of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more or less. And then little by little it's become to be. So if you want, I have tomorrow morning we have my joke. No, but exactly, it's just a technique. I mean.
Let's say something.
Yeah, sure.
Or another thing that I think it's linked to, like being open. Another exercise is always to say yes to what is happening. Yeah. That even when there is the talk with you,
yes man.
But it's part of also the clown technique, that it's always saying yes, and it's a beautiful also way of living. It's not easy to say always yes, and we are also in our lives always like more no, I don't want it, but instead it's like accepting, yes, okay, whatever it is, yes. And then you can transform it, whatever it is. Also an accident, also the imperfection, also something that is, okay, yes, okay, I accept it.
Yeah, I have to say that not in your daily life, everyday life, you don't have to say always yes, of course. But on stage is a nice training.
The improv, this is one of the basis of the improv as
well,
well,
it's an exercise. I don't know if someone of you study clown. Clown, yes. Clown? But clown
Yeah,
is,
sure.
is
Yeah,
just an
this is
exercise.
clown, yeah.
You go on stage and exercise is like, you're a very famous singer.
Yes.
Okay, can you sing something
Yes.
for us? Please, go. Ma bravissima, it's amazing, bravissima, bravissima. So always say yes and feel the failure. So it's it's just an exercise. So you feel uncomfortable. You say, "Oh my God, what am?"
This is what I wanted to ask you about, the uncomfortable moments, because this is also what you say in the interviews, that this is to combine the feeling of not really being in your comfort zone, but just doing something and opening yourself. So actually overcoming the uncomfortable, you know. You're naked, you're being looked at, you're objective, yeah, sure. But all those things happen. How do you, how is it?
I think uncomfortable state is not, we know what to do on stage. You are not, you don't.
And we
so
still
when
feel,
we are there and we say to you, come like, or prosperity is, we feel. People say, oh my God, what I have to do now?
Who's gonna
or
be first?
Maybe
Who's
not
be
everybody
first?
want to clap, want to do like this, so sometimes for some people it's too much, so it's something. So our training is just to, a little bit to feel and to find a way during the piece, to find a common space where we feel more or less inside of the same state of mind, so that we are playing together, we are dancing together, but we are there and we know what to do. So we have a power in a certain way.
We have a power, yeah. No, you have a power.
Yeah, but I mean, for that, yeah. For you, I think it's more, so we have to find a kind way to, gentle way to...
So is it like massaging the audience, or is it like...
Yeah, a bit, yes.
Like, you know, energetically and mentally? Because this is like, this is what I have I think,
yes, because when we finished Gracies, some people say that I feel just a lot of joy. So a joy technique is not easy. And I think,
especially in this country.
And I think we need it. So it's also to find a way to destroy and rebuild something. So we work in this, with this kind of movement. Yeah. I think, I don't know, maybe they can say better than me, because I was here.
I was there.
And I wasn't for you, but you know a little bit. But for them, maybe it was different. I don't know, maybe someone want to say something, I don't know, about your process. How do you feel it? How was it for you? Hug, wow.
Interesting. For me, it was uncomfortable. It was like deconstructing everything I know. So you go to a theater, you see some people dancing, you see, okay, these are not chicks, these are guys, okay, cool, okay. Then they want something from us. Usually when I go to the theater and I see somebody who wants to interact with me, I'm like, oh, fuck no. Go away, it's your job. So at the same time, I am joyful, but I want to say like, okay, no, you know, I'm gonna look stupid. I'm the first one actually saying gold there. So at the same time, it's not easy when you have all of the things that you thought deconstructed at the same time. So this is what you've done. So when you were saying about moving and massaging, maybe, this is the technique to go. This is what I felt, yeah.
Good for you.
Good sharing.
Did you feel it?
I think also it's very important, as we were saying before, listening.
He's still in Marseille. No, he's just out of the group. Yeah. somebody was saying something. Yeah.
But I think
Oh no,
exactly
it's
this is the energy after the
yeah.
piece.
yeah,
So it's very clear.
yeah, it is.
You want to leave? No.
No,
No, I'm just
no.
yeah.
Maybe for them it's ciao, thank you. Thank
Ciao.
you. Ciao, grazie. Carini.
Yeah.
Bye, thank you very much. Ciao.
Non so se dice così. però-
Ah, non lo so. How do you say thank you in
In the sign language.
No, I think it's like this. Yes, the same.
We were asking how to do in the sign language, thank you.
Because in Italian it's I think it's the same. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can only say yes. I'm lost. Did you?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I didn't remember. I'm so sorry that during the club, but I think now we can do all together. Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything more to say, because I'm completely lost in this thing, but I say yes to that, but just whatever. You've been you said 150 times?
More or less, yes.
Do you have like I want to ask each one of you, what did that, oh please.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You have to say yes now.
Yeah, I know.
So I want to, what did that give to you? Like, what's the most beautiful thing that it gave you? Like, what do you remember?
Graces in general, the process?
Yeah, the whole process. 150, yeah. 150 performances.
50 performances. For me, it's always surprising how people stand at the end of the show, everywhere we go. So there is the same reaction. And as a dancer, it's not so easy to be interpreter of a piece, of a work, and see that reactions. Yes, in general, so the reaction of the audience. I remember also the first time we were performing it, the clapping, the laughing. For me, it was all the time something that it was really touching me. Now I get used to and work on it. But
so the dopamine just raises and the expectations raise.
Yes. Yeah. At the beginning was something very unusual.
Go for it. Very difficult now. No, I think that because of each time it's unique. Because in this kind of work there is really, it's based on the interaction and the relation that you create with the people that are in front of you in that precise moment and day. So even if we have played so many times, each time it's really as it was the first time somehow. So it's regenerating and renewing itself. So that this is like really, really wonderful.
So does it prepare you in surprises in your life as well?
Kind of.
Oh my God, kind of. Okay. Mm-hmm.
More difficult. Okay. Well, there has been so many things in these years, and so many things have happened. Also, we went through pandemic. We changed a lot of stuff. But I think that one thing that for me is for sure important is the understanding that I can start to dance by listening instead of shaking my body. Like, don't know what to do but still listen, and even if I don't know what to do, I can still listen, and there is a state of dance in that. And
to the audience, to the people,
to myself, to the people, to my colleagues that are with me, is listening. And that's very even. Like each one has his own state, like brings whatever he brings along the day. For us, it's different day by day, but we come together on stage and we listen to each other, we feel each other, and that's a very concrete starting point for each time we go on stage. It's very real.
For me, Graces has been the first time as a choreographer and not on stage alone, because before Graces I've done A Corpo Libero. A Corpo Libero is a little performance, but I'm alone on stage. I've done another duo, but Graces has been the first time that I asked to other people to work with me, and for me was an amazing experience, because also was the first time talking with someone else, and about also the transmission, about a clown, about my idea of humor, and on stage and dancing with humor, and I have to say thanks to them, because really they gave me a lot of energy, yes, power, it's true. A lot of power, confidence, and still we are working together, and still we are in the process together, but it's something, yeah, it's amazing, Graces, because
Magnifico.
Every time, yeah, it's really magnifico, because we have done this production with nothing. I mean, we have very little budget, and just this kind of flower. The costume is by Decathlon. And I remember we were in the morning in Decathlon buying this kind of things. And now sometimes we are in amazing, like here, and with amazing artists and other amazing choreographers.
Wearing Dior and Chanel.
Yes, but sometimes with some production are really rich in a certain way. And so, yes, they have amazing, we have done this also with, yes, many lights, but not so much. I mean, so it's a piece that it's something poor. I don't know. There is something in the center that it works very well, and we are always surprised, because we said, "Wow, why? No, but really, why?
Why? Do you want to say why?
Because love. Oh, thank you, because no, it's really something for us. And sometimes happened that also they were not there, because they also have different projects. So sometimes we work with other dancers, and Graces still, the essence, the spirit of Graces anyway is there. But I try. Very strange. No, it's something, it's like a miracle, I think, Graces. But it's fine. I mean, we accept it.
Yes,
we are very lucky. We are very happy and lucky.
Yes. Does anyone have any questions to those people? Dobrze.
As you said, more than 150 performances. So first of all, thank you very much for so much joy and for exceptional, absolutely exceptional piece. And the dialogue, it was so wonderfully overwhelming. What are you taking today from our connection with yourself? And you don't have to answer if you don't have it.
No, it's
already, because, well, sometimes it comes later on.
Yeah. Yes. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, because we finished the performance, then we have to come here, so we didn't really realize what. But. Tomorrow maybe we're gonna. It's too early. I don't know. I felt it during the piece. It was, for me, has been like. I felt a lot of, I don't know, maybe because some of you watched the something in web, I don't know. We felt it a bit, the energy was really high. So we said, because sometimes when it's so high, after it's difficult for us because people start to clap a lot, and it's difficult because they're too excited in a certain way, so we are not sometimes we have to say breathe in and breathe out, just to take your time really to be there. We don't need you so many, so we felt a bit the energy there, and then the moment, this was my experience, I felt like, ok. Un po' la delusione, come si dice? A bit delusion maybe of us, a little bit. Well, maybe I said, okay, because I felt, yes, bravissimo, and then, what? What it is? What? And then after we found something together. So it was really beautiful. I felt something nice in the experience, because it was not always there. A bit confused sometimes, and then, I don't know for you. No? No? No, they say that more or less was the same.
Grazie, ciao. I think I speak in English because that's easier for, yes, exactly. I wanted to ask you something about, because something that of course comes out of this performance, and what you say also is like the crossing boundaries between like dance and other forms of performance, like you were mentioning like clown or not circus or cabaret or these other things. And also what you were saying, that Siro, right? Yeah, what you were saying about the fact that as a dancer you have not experienced certain reaction from the audience. That's partially also because you are a dancer. Like say we don't work in a circus, or I don't know, in fact, but I mean, I assume that you are not working or in a cabaret or these kind of things, which you can have different relations with the audience. So about this, I wanted to ask you whether that is considering that I don't know your background, your history and so on, but to what extent this experience is making you think that maybe you would enjoy more doing something else rather than being a dancer, or whether what are your reflections about these like separations between different forms of performance and how you approach it? Because I think that's something that was, I found it very interesting about what I saw. Thanks.
Thank you.
Me. No, I'm gonna say. No.
You're gonna say. So. No, for me, well, what I discovered as a dancer, you always push in the technique and yes, in technical things. And here I discovered the enjoy of dance. And I also discovered the strongest of a simple gesture. Strength of a simple gesture. Bene.
I don't know how to answer. No, I mean, it's like, what is dance?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna live like no, I mean, it's all of this. I mean, it's movement. For me, dance, it's also using the voice, singing, dance. Why we have to divide? And we have to categorize and give a label. This is performance, this is dance, this is cabaret, this is clown, this is... Why? So for me, this is like this is dance.
Thank you. How do I go from there?
Yes.
Oh yes, yes. I think that we all came with different experiences before this, and by practicing like that together, at least for me, it was also a possibility to integrate more things into dance, or to see how much dance has been, if our dances, not just the dance, one dance, our dances, all of them, in all the time that we have been sharing with the audience, how much that has impacted other stuff that we do, how much that has been offering different points of view, or changing our way of sharing, of being visible, of staying close to others. And that's, for me, that's that's pretty relevant for what I'm interested to keep on doing with art. Either you call it dance, poetry, art, however. And there's for sure care about the body and what happens through the body, as it's something that it's what you have, and you cannot really change it. Like it is, but it is.
No, yes. When I was very young, I mean, I studied contemporary dance and ballet, and then at the moment I stopped to dance because I was really stressed by the. I think I don't know. It was difficult for me to find the right techniques for me. So all techniques were very violent for my body. So it was really hard for me. And so I felt this contradiction inside of me, the desire to be a dancer, the desire to be a choreographer, but all styles for me were not right. I studied contemporary dance, and then contact improvisation, and then and then once I was dancing, and this was really, I was inside of the movement, super dramatic, and the one came to me and he told me, "You are very funny when you dance." I said, "Okay, thank you very much." I'm so happy. That moment for me was really difficult to accept it. I said, "No, fuck. I mean, I'm so serious. I put all my life there." And then I accepted my drama, that is a drama, but the other laugh of my drama. And there, in this moment, I understood better the concept as a clown. And I would say, okay, I'm so serious. For me, it's not so funny. But people, when watch me move in the movement, or maybe start to laugh, so I can play with them. And from that point, for that moment, I found a new style, the style for me. I mean, it's not the new style in the world, but of course, but it's a style that is right for me, for my body, for my character, for my personality. And so now, for me as a choreographer, is the moment, because I studied now, it's 20 years now that I'm working with other dancers and artists, and now for me is the moment to understand the techniques that there is behind this, to be able for the transmission of the techniques too. So I try to make some exercises, like I said, and to be, because if it's not, it's always just about me, 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 me. So, but yes, and so now all techniques are together, I think, not all of them, because for example, some of them, like contact improvisation, I love it, but I'm not well enough to do it, but I'm not very good. But yes, I think now I feel that everything is inside of me. I'm 49 years old now, so I'm sure that I can study more and more techniques, and so when I will be 80, 90, I'm sure that I will be able to be
embrace them all.
More clear, I think. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Perfection is.
I think we're going to finish because some of the artists need to pee, and then. So basically, what we're going to do, because we want to ask also the people and you to be at the photo. So you're going to vanish for a second, and then please come back to the stage if you could. We want some of you, if you want to join us for a photo. I think everything's going to be prepared for it in a few minutes. But in this moment, I just want to say thank you to Silvia, to Siro, to Matteo i Andrea. I dziękuję wam, że zostaliście.